Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how I created Dollightful's Amanita stock box repaint doll's life-size yarn wig and hat. To start off, you'll need a netted weaving cap and a hair crochet tool that you can find at your local beauty supply store and different shades of green yarn. I'm about 5 feet 9 inches tall and her hair falls down past her waist, so I had to measure about 3 feet of the yarn per strand, and my cat was having the time of his life during this entire project. For the softer dark green yarn, I was able to separate the strands, but the lime green yarn was too small, so I had to leave it as is, and that kind of created two different textures. Here is the miserable, tedious part. So you want to insert the crochet hook through the inside of the wig cap. Take a yarn strand, place the strand inside the hook, close the little latch, pull the hook back out while it pulls the yarn through, unlatch it, tie the yarn strand in a knot at the tip, and pull the strand until the knot touches the base. But don't pull too hard or else it'll pop through and you'll have to do it all over again. And you have to do each strand one at a time, and this is where I went insane. A really important note: while you are measuring and cutting and separating your strands and rooting your wig, please wear a mask. Yarn does have tiny little fibers that will float in the air, and you don't want to damage your lungs by breathing them in. I learned this the hard way from doing this about an hour in. I was starting to get really strong chest pain when I was breathing in, and I have asthma, so that was making things more difficult, so I just wore a face mask from then on out until I was completely done with this wig. Another note, though the dark green yarn is super soft and pretty, when you separate it, it becomes very messy and sheds like crazy on everything. It fuzzed together very quickly as it rubbed on my shoulders and my neck, and it was shedding everywhere, and you have to be really gentle with it as well, so your best bet is just to use unseparated regular yarn only for if you're making this for human size. I would say overall this took me a total of 28 hours to make, and I spent days and days and days pulling and cutting and rooting over and over and over again. It was like I fell into a rabbit hole and I was going to lose it. I started off thinking that I would only use like 4 rolls of yarn in the beginning until I ran out, and then I bought 3 more rolls and then I ran out, and by then it was already super heavy, but I was already in too deep to turn back, so I bought 3 more rolls and I still ran out. But I refused to buy more, so I had to pull and reroot strands so all of the cap was covered, and I used Fabri-Tac to seal it all together on the inside. It's ugly, yes, but it got the job done. I sewed clips all around the edge of the wig to keep it secure since the weight of the yarn was stretching it out, but do not do it if you value your edges. If you are making a wig of this volume, it will rip it out and give you a headache. Don't do it. But if you're making a lighter wig, go ahead and do it. For the mushroom hat, this part was fun, simple, and easy, so I won't talk you to death. All you need to create this hat is a lot of aluminum foil, masking tape, hot glue gun, newspaper, a paper mache paste that I'll quickly show you how to make later on, and acrylic paint with the colors of your choice. But for this look specifically, I used white, black, green, orange, yellow, purple, red, blue, and pink. Basically all the colors in the rainbow. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to check out my wing and makeup tutorial for Amanita to look. Head over to Dollightful's channel and subscribe to her. Click on that like button and subscribe to me if you like what you see. That being said, have a wonderful night, morning, evening, or afternoon, and I will see you lovelies next time.